Friday. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
What's up, fishing buddies?
Happy Friday from Okeechobee.
And happy Friday from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. What's up, fishing buddies?
Happy Friday from Okeechobee.
And I'm not muted. Jesus Christ.
I thought that was me. I was
Rookie
tripping out. I was
mistake.
checking out.
I start the live with a rookie mistake. What the hell?
What's up, Billy?
Hey, Billy. Hey,
James.
Gio. Cranking and yanking. What the hell?
Oh, Lindy did it too.
I did
So,
the same thing.
what's up, Carl? Carl, did you get your decals yet?
Oh, Carl's in here? Hey, Carl. I see Shane was in here earlier and Off the Hook and Hog Deer 79.
Hog Deer
Al?
79.
Got quite a few people.
I sent him. There's Al Blades. I saw him today. What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve.
Steve from
Welcome,
Boston.
welcome, everybody.
James is in the house, cranking and yanking. Al Blaze, it was so good to see you today.
There's Bogley.
Jeremy.
What's up, Chris?
Freezer Bound, I thought he was in here earlier.
Uh-oh, Ray's come in. He can't stay, but he wanted to say hello to you.
Hey, Raised Outdoors, Arkansas.
There's
Hello,
Jeremy
Ray.
Albrecht.
What's up, Joe? Jeremy, how you doing?
Freezer Bound Outdoors. Here, let's put the link up here in case any of these great people want to just happen to jump up with us.
Hop on in.
Joe, how's it going, Joe? Shane, hello, Shane. Mama about Rip Jones. Yeah.
Oh, Al, she caught 3 more fish in that hole.
Yeah.
And we wasn't there 10 more minutes.
I got a measurable one.
Yeah, she got one for Shane Flint's tournament, a damn retard fish.
Yeah.
Doc, she caught a retarded fish.
Yeah.
Like, did it come out like going like that, or?
Dude, all but real skinny, freaky looking,
misformed?
misformed, but the son of a gun was like 19 and a quarter inches long.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet it did weigh.
like, did it have a big head on it?
No, it kind of weird looking.
It was tiny. Oh, hey, Bugley.
Uh-oh, we got anybody in the mood for some pork? Oh, we got some pork chop in the basement.
What's up, pork chop?
Yo,
Oh, he don't hear us. He's just looking at us.
He's doing the driving.
Hey, Ted.
driver.
Oh, I think we lost him.
Hey, Ted. How
Uh-oh.
you doing, buddy?
How's your arm, Ted?
Make sure
What's
you do
up?
what the doctor says so that heals up the right way.
And that's the truth. Off the hook. King of the lives. Oh,
What happened? What happened to pork chop?
hey, pork chop got pork chop.
Yeah, Al, we've gone by there so many times, and I've told John, I want to go fishing there. I want to go fishing there.
In typical, I never want to stop. So today I said, okay, and she caught 3. So now every time we go, we're going to have to hit. Doc, she caught him in the first hole leaving the boat ramp. You know that one on the left? That little pocket right there at Headwaters?
So
I mean-
wait, when we go down the canal,
Yep.
As soon as you
Take
leave
the
the
right.
ramp, it's right there on the left. That first little pocket right by the ramp.
oh yeah, okay, not. That's way before we go down and make the right, and then
Yeah,
we're
way
off.
before.
Right.
It ain't far.
Okay,
It ain't far from the ramp.
okay, all right. That tiny little pocket.
That little pocket.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Freezer Bound. You know my yard, they get it.
And you
But
got
let me go back to Al's story. We're sitting up in there, and Al Blades is leaving today. I wave him down. He comes in there, parks beside us. We're sitting there talking. Lindy is throwing out in 11 foot of open water, just standing there talking. Hooks a fish, looked like a couple pounder. Al saw it. Gets to the boat. I reach out to pull the fish up. You know, I'm just going to grab the line and pick the fish up. I'm sitting in the driver's seat. When I pick up on the line, it pulls the hook out of the fish's mouth. So that hook flies straight up and smacks right in my finger and about buried in my finger.
And I'm jerking, trying to get that.
She's trying to pull on. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest tonight. Look here, coming up from the Small Water Charters basement. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shane Flint.
Hey, what?
Hey, guys.
Coming up from
Hey.
the Small Water Charters basement. Oh, turn your YouTube down, Al. Or Shane.
Hold on, I got to turn my speakers down.
Yeah. I saw Gio earlier. How are you, Gio?
You didn't ruin nothing, Jeremy.
You're good, Jeremy.
Oh, we can't hear you now, Shane. You muted yourself.
Yeah, I got to grab my headphones. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
You're good, Jeremy.
Oh, we can't hear you now. There you go. But real quick, let me tell the story about my yard. You know, me and Lindy were at Headwaters yesterday. We're driving home. She looks up the security cameras, on her phone.
Right.
She goes, there's something in the yard. It looks like a couple limbs.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Ted.
Hey, Buck.
So we can't figure it out. I'm like, couple limbs must have fell, blabbity.
Hey, Kyle.
We pull up in the yard, and my big live oak tree or water oak tree out here.
Right in the front, yeah.
It's one of the big Florida ones, all the limbs. A whole section had broke out of it, had laid in the yard. Gary Brown come over and cut up about half of it, drug part of it across the road in the pile. So I pulled in. I'm like, sweet, half the cleanup's done. Now it's lightning close, so I'm out there trying to hurry because it's cloudy, beat the heat. Lindy's like, get in here, it's lightning. I'm like, I'll be all right. So I just keep on going. I go up under the tree and grab another handful of limbs, and I'm dragging them. Lindy, as all wives do, don't get under that tree. What if something else falls on you? I mean, just yells it. I stand in the yard, turn around, and I go, there ain't blankety blank, nothing going to fall out of the blankety blank tree,
Like typical.
like I do. Dude, I grab the limbs. I get halfway across the yard, and I hear cracking. I look back, and about a third of the freaking tree hits the yard. Bam!
I'm
Psychotic. All right, let's try it again with Mr. Flint.
I saw it coming. I knew it was coming.
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome.
Hey, Gio, there you are.
I gotta say congrats on the donks that you caught today or yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, man, that's some good catches.
That was, dude, and it just come out of nowhere. We went back to the same, like I said, daylight this morning. We were in the same spot, and we got 3 dinks to bite all day. That's all we caught right there.
Oh, he had
Yeah.
a great day yesterday.
It's crazy how from one day, same spot.
Yeah, dude, it was same weather, the same clouds, the same heat. I mean, it was an identical copycat. Only thing different, yesterday when I would be tweaking my lure, these little bitty bait would jump out of the way in front of it. That's how we know we're in the spot when bait's getting out of the way. Today they weren't in there like that, or they weren't up moving.
They were moving around.
You get a few to do it, but not yesterday. It was just, I think, the perfect storm.
It was a south wind yesterday and an east wind today.
And they don't like east or anything northy down here, so.
Yeah.
But we still put 11 in the boat today. So
Wow, that's a good day. Can't beat that at all.
can't beat it. It was all dinks, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Al, I can't catch them steady at Garcia, Al. Since they sprayed all that grass out, that's just ruined it. But another cool thing, yesterday at the boat ramp, we're getting the boat ready. Some guy pulls in, starts talking about our videos on Okeechobee. I look over at him, and those are crappie videos. So he's there he's crappie fishing at Headwaters. He's on and on about our videos, blah, blah, blah. I give him some decals. We go fish till lunch. We get back to the ramp. Some guy pulls his boat up, looks over and goes, did you get good footage today? And, I turned around and looked at him. He goes, is it going to be in a video? So there was another person watching our videos.
Oh yeah.
We go back today and leave the ramp, and this gentleman gets out of his boat, him and his wife, and he's like, so did you make a video today? And I had to turn around. So it was just small water charters last 2 days at the boat ramp.
We caught 13 today.
Were there
13, excuse me.
were there
13, I'm sorry, Al.
were there a lot of people there? Today?
Nobody there. Well, I don't know.
Today was a little more
This
crowded.
morning it was a little more crowded because that one guy we know, I was telling him about the 8-pounder I caught yesterday.
Right.
I said, yeah. I said, I even posted the video last night. He looked up and said, oh, that's why everybody's here, and kind of laughed. But like I told Lindy, he probably meant it. Yeah, he probably meant every bit of it.
Yeah, I know you posted that video late last night.
Yeah, like
I was
11:40.
I was out for the count at that point. I think
Yeah,
it was
same here.
11, 12 o'clock. You posted that video last night.
It's like 11:45. So, everybody watched it at midnight and jumped up in their boats this morning, and we're sitting at headwaters.
Yes, Al.
Yeah.
Oh, I was out too. I didn't stay up for it.
But I thought
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Fish, catch a trophy catch, and have the video posted before midnight, all on the same day.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm like 5 weeks behind of getting videos out. So
Man, if mine aren't the next day, I can't stand it, man. I mean, it's got to be that day or the next
Yeah,
day.
John will always like give me a phone call or he'll text me and be like, "We did X, Y, and Z, and I'm on my way home. I got to get it edited." And, like John had called me yesterday when he caught after they caught that one and all the ones that they caught that whole day. He's like, "We're on our way home. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna try and get it up tonight." I was like, "All right, if I'm up, I'll watch it." But
I knew you wouldn't be.
no. By that point, I got the girls. I mean, it's tough. I try to get them to bed and trying to get them trained. I'm trying to get them off that summer.
You're right.
And get them ready for school because I mean they're gonna start in like 3 weeks. And
Yep.
I mean lately they've been staying up. We've been letting them kind of stay up to like midnight. And now it's like, all right, time to come back down to reality because school's coming around and
You got to get that routine.
Well,
going.
you too.
bedtime's gonna be 8:30 at the latest.
Well, you
Yeah.
too, Doc. Your school year is getting ready to start back too.
I mean, listen,
What's up, Hank?
I'm up at 5:30 regardless. It doesn't matter, man. I mean, I could go to bed at 1. I could go to bed at 12. I could go to bed at 8. I'm up at 5:30. I'm trained to get up at 5:30. So
Ted, you could see it in the video. I thought it was 10 pounds. It had the head of a 10-pounder. It had on its summer weight, and that's what I was thinking. As Shane Flint said, you catch a 10-pounder on camera, you get that card. I thought I had it, Shane. I thought I had it.
When it was in the net, I thought, well, there's another $25 out of my pocket.
Yeah. And what I love about that video,
he had said that same thing to me. He's like, "Oh, I thought I had that extra gift card when I looked at that thing." Hey, Hank.
and what's cool, if you watch the video, literally Lindy caught the whole deal, the wake. Dude, that bass comes up pushing that big wave. And if you watch it, it got me on my tiptoes. When I set the hook, I mean, it was like setting it on a cinder block. I mean, I'm up on my tiptoes. And for some reason, I'm so glad her camera was on because I didn't have any footage. But from my view, when I set the hook, dude, it looked like I could see the fish, and it was a washing machine. I mean, that girl went just, whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, that's what I told Lindy. There were two people really, really shocked that fish bit. That was me and that fish. We both didn't expect it. I mean,
I know,
you could tell that girl
it
didn't
was
think that.
right
She knew
there.
that was. She knew that was a big old fat.
I mean, it was that close, and I mean,
she knew it was a big fat menace. She didn't have a care in the world, dude. And I thought the cat, when it gets 20 feet from the boat, I'm about that one. That cast is over. I'm already looking to the next cast, and I just glanced down, and it was a tidal wave behind it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I when you set the hook on that, when I seen that hook set, I was like, yeah, that's a stud.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
I got to see her. I saw the big flash. She rolled up there, and you see me stop reeling. That's when I watched my bait just disappear.
Yeah.
I got it. And I just said, I swung for the fence.
Yeah, you did, and it got it in the boat. That's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lindy had a couple good blow-ups today. They just wasn't committing.
Yeah.
Was that on the summer craw or was that on the rust bucket?
It was rust bucket on her, but the rest of the day I couldn't get a bite on rust bucket. The other ones were all on Houdini. Remember I told you I got up there in the water. Yeah. The water was chalky. So I said, I think I need to lighten my color a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, John, you got a pretty good stout lead now in the tournament. 64.75, I think it is.
Right.
Where you're at. So
in second place, like 55 something.
No, I got an update today. I I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Matt from Brim Bass and Beyond. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's already been yapping at me about it.
Yeah, he's in second, but it's close. It's close for second. Actually, second, third, fourth, and fifth are within an inch.
Well, Lindy has got 3 ready right now to send to you. So all that's getting ready to change. Well, from second place down is getting ready to change.
Yeah, I wasn't joking, John, when I said yesterday in the email. I was like, well, you're in a solid first place until Lindy starts sending in fish.
That's what Shane's email said. He goes, you're first place unless I get an email from Lindy.
Al wants to know how many days does he have.
We still have like 14 more days. So.
Yeah, 31 July is the close. Yeah, you can fish it till if you're not registered, you can still register and jump in. I did have someone register about 4 or 5 days ago, and they put in 50 inches.
Yeah,
64
yes, Al, 3 fish.
Yeah.
Not 64.
Hey, just for everybody that doesn't know, can you kind of explain, like how it works, how the tournament works for anybody that wants to jump in like Al? Can you just kind of explain like how, what it is, how many fish, that sort of thing? Can you kind of go over that and explain that?
Absolutely. So it's a basic 3 bass, smallmouth, largemouth, not stripers, your standard largemouth, smallmouth bass. It is a measurement tournament only. So you have to have a bump board. And what I do is once you send me an email to Shane Flynn Outdoors, what I do is send you instructions on how to measure and take the picture, and I give you a 3-digit code. So your fish, when you take the picture on the bump board, has to have the 3-digit code on a card or whatever to verify that it's your fish. And then you just email those back into me, and I keep track of all the measurements. You can call all through the tournament, and lots of people have called, including John, have called out several bass. And you just send me an email with your updates with the photos, and at the end of the tournament, the top three links of the 3 bass will be the winners. And $200 for first place, $200 gift card to Tackle Warehouse for first, $100 to second, and $50 to third. And it's free to enter, no charge to enter.
And Ted, he does them all the time, man. Just follow Shane; he's always doing cool tournaments.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. And I don't know, I think Tom Selleck called Tom Selleck's on the phone. He wants his mustache back. But there's Chatterbait Kitty.
Kitty!
Hey, what's up?
I'm at work with the boss man right now.
Well, hello, boss man.
We're doing the hardest work of the week. We're driving around doing light inspections, making sure we got some lights working in the city.
Very cool.
Hey, John, I got a question to ask you.
What's up with you? Look, let me look at you, Kenny. I don't want to look at your ceiling fan.
Hold on. I'm trying to prop it up. Hey, I got a question for you, John.
Ask away, Chatterbait.
Oh, God, we're losing
phone fell.
We're losing the phone again. Hey, you got to go get your arms recalibrated.
Why?
Because when you pick that fish up, it's 10 pounds. It's 10 pounds. Your arms need to be recalibrated.
Okay, whoa. If you'll watch the video, I say that while it's laying on the floor.
Yeah, but then you picked it up and go, it's heavy. It's heavy.
I said it's heavy, but I did not say 10 again. It had a 10-pound head on it. I'll give her that.
It was a big fish for sure. And then that 7-pounder that weighed 511.
Well, in the water, it looks 7. Now, notice once I picked it up, I said, oh, it's not 7. So you need to dig a little deeper there, Chatterbait.
Hey, every fisherman, it's always bigger, typically.
Yes.
It's always bigger until you get the scale on it, right?
We
always tell her also.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, yeah. My wife's right there. She'll tell you I've been lying to her for 25 years.
Well, you know the old saying, why women don't make good carpenters, don't you?
No, why's that?
Because they've been told this is 6 inches their whole life.
That's true. Well, my wife and her work she did for all those years had to use like micrometers and all. So she wouldn't let me lie. She measured down to like millimeters, I mean.
That's not good when they start pulling out millimeters.
Yeah.
But I think in that same video, we make the comment about how they get a lot smaller as they come to the boat.
Yep.
They jump out there, they're huge. By the time they get here, they're like this big.
Well,
Yeah.
Florida fishermen know as soon as it bites it hits the grass. So when you lay back on it, you got 20 pounds, whether it's a 2-pound fish or an 8-pound fish.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. You know, I can't. Well, I think recently I had one bass I said was 2 or 3 pounds and got it in. It was 5 pounds. But most of the time, you know, when I lay into one, it's a 7 or 8 pounder until I get it on the scale. I mean, it's just common, right?
Yeah.
That's the way we
The,
are.
the
Welcome,
guys,
Gail,
like-
Southern Living. Welcome.
the guys
You
that get me
so
are the
excited-
ones
you
that
get
like
so
at the boat
excited
ramp
when
tell
you
you,
got fish in the water, and you're pumped up, and I mean, you're looking at it, and it's just like it's huge.
Yeah.
what amazes me are these guys at the ramp that can tell you they missed an 8-pounder today. I'm like, how do you know you missed an 8-pounder? Oh, I could just tell. Okay.
Well, I
Yeah,
love
that-
The ones
I love it.
the ones you miss, you know exactly how much they weighed. Oh, that
And
was
they're big as hell. Every fish I miss, 2 pounds get added because I missed it. You know?
Yeah.
I love it when everybody says, "Oh, it weighed 8 pounds." Did you put it on the scale? No, but I can tell you it was 8 pounds.
Yeah.
They all weigh 8 pounds in the picture.
Yeah, gentleman today was talking about he had his first 10-pounder on and lost it at the boat. I was like, okay.
where you did.
Yeah.
Which I'm not and actually,
Every peacock bass I've ever caught and didn't bring to the bank, that was a Florida state record.
It was 26 pounds, right, Doc?
Exactly.
It was an
Every
Amazon
damn one of
cup.
them. Every damn one of them was a Florida state record. The ones I missed, the one that broke that snakehead that broke me off when I was down there in Broward County, that was a 10-pounder. Easy.
Hey, Doc, I bet it was 7 foot long, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, no, it was at least 15.
let me get back
Like an alligator.
to a story earlier. Remember talking about the guy today at the boat ramp that recognized us? I'm talking to this guy, and after I talked to him just a minute or two, I was like, we've talked before, hadn't we? He goes, no, I've seen you here a couple times. Going home, I know this guy. I mean, I could picture this guy talking about fishing, and I'm wondering, he said he just moved from Indiana to Florida, living over by the Air
Carl,
Force
was it?
Base. Do what?
It wasn't Carl, was it?
No, I'm thinking, I'm going to go look up Greg Hackney's picture. In my mind, I can picture this guy talking about fishing, and he says we've never met. And I'm wondering if it isn't an old, somebody getting out of fishing and retired to Florida. When he would talk, I mean, he was so familiar. I know this guy.
You think it was Greg Hackney?
That's just the only name I've stuck thinking now, back. I hadn't went and looked, but it was somebody dude, it was somebody. And
Hey,
his wife's
JB.
name is Linda. That's the only clue I got is he called his wife Linda.
Yeah, you got to look that up.
But the dude is familiar from somewhere.
John, how often do people come up to you on the lake and say, hi, I'm watching your videos? Is it common or is it?
That's what we just talked about today. We're 2 boat ramp famous. If we're at Headwaters or Donkey Land, we're famous. Because so many people, I guess, watch it fishing that lake.
Yeah.
But now you get it somewhere else, don't nobody know.
None of them are on yet.
I think twice at a bait shop people recognize. But now Headwaters, some people like us, some can't stand us because we're showing Headwaters on. You're telling the world about Headwaters. I'm like, get in line. There's thousands of people doing that.
Hadn't the world already talked about Headwaters?
Yeah,
Right.
that's like I said. That's why I started it. If you'll remember when they built Headwaters, I called it Donkey World. So I had Donkey Land and Donkey World, but everybody else was blowing up Headwaters. I was like, hell, I'm gonna blow it up there.
Yeah.
Remember that one time you got recognized in your own hometown as a friend of mine?
Yes, at the bait shop, a guy walks in and is in line behind me, and he goes, "Aren't you Doc's friend?" And I about half-ass got insulted. I was like, and I think I told him, I said, "No, Doc's my friend." I think is what I told him.
Damn, hey, John, why would you be insulted by such a good-looking fellow like that?
Oh, let me tell the other story, damn
Oh,
kitty.
Christopher Watkins back there.
Dude, I'm standing at Bass Break. I'm standing at fast break paying for minutes and stuff. Doc's gonna meet us. We're going crappie fishing. The old girl behind the counter is waiting on me.
Oh,
I hear the bell at the door go off.
Yeah.
Dude, this girl stops what she's doing and she's just staring. So I have to look at what she's staring at. And it's Doc coming in the door. I mean, she's staring at him. So Doc looks at me and goes, "Where's the bathroom?" Before I can answer, that girl goes, "Oh, it's just right over there."
She wanted the measurement. She wanted the measurement in millimeters.
Yeah.
exactly.
Then she run over there and hit a record button somewhere. I'm not sure what that was about.
We have the world fit. Hey, that's like, I always laugh because I'm a fast break person also. You know who should be insulted? It's John Cruz. Have you ever noticed when you go in the bathroom and you're sitting there looking at the toilet, his card, signature card, is right there in front of your face.
I've never been to the bathroom fast break.
I've only used the bathroom over there twice, though.
Huh?
I've only used the bathroom over there twice, and that's the 2 times I met them after driving up from Palm Beach Gardens over to Okeechobee, and I'm like 2 of these whole things of coffee deep, and it's like, all right, I got to pee before we hit the lake.
No. You're not peeing after 2 cups of coffee.
I don't know how y'all drink coffee because I drank that damn NOS energy drink of baddies yesterday, and you saw it. I was catching some fish, son.
Oh, how did that taste, by the way?
Hey, hold on.
Dude, it was freaking.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just. Oh shit. Hold on 1 second, guys. Here, I'll show you what we get to look at on a daily basis. All right.
Uh-oh.
No.
You know what your boss has to look at on a daily
We're live
basis.
in Deerfield.
Yeah.
We're live in Deerfield.
Here. Can you see that 42 Freeman with quad 400s on the back of it?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
sir. Look at you.
Wow.
That's what we get to look at on a daily basis.
If anybody don't know, Chatterbait's a local. He lives. Kenny, where you live at?
I live in Pompano.
Yeah, he lives south of Dock. Correct.
Yeah, I live about 20 miles north of Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
Shane, you're in Virginia, right?
Yep. I'm 50 miles south of Washington, D.C., halfway between Richmond and Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I grew up in Virginia Beach and Back Bay, Virginia, out near Pungo. I don't know if you know where all that's at.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I got fish mounted on the wall from Back Bay in the 70s out there by Pungo. I got an 8-pounder and my dad's 9-pounder.
It 8 and 9 pounders in 10, 20 years ago, 15 or 30 years ago that was a giant bass in Virginia.
But I don't know if you know, in the 70s, Back Bay was world famous. It's the reason I moved to Okeechobee. It was brackish water and it got full of hydrilla and was just loaded with fish. I watched some of the first BASS tournaments they had there. I mean, this is like in
Northeast.
We moved out there in 77, so like in the late 70s.
Yeah.
And it's funny, my dad had a friend, had a brand new bass boat. Now, this is when I was 11.
All right.
That thing would scare me to death, the blistering takeoff. I remember he would punch it, it'd stand on its end, and when it would lay flat, I talked about that was the fastest boat I ever been. Now, this is in 77, 78. Our tracker will probably do twice what that boat did.
Oh, sure. Then. Yeah.
Hey, Al, how are you?
What's going on, Al?
Beautiful.
Yeah, Lindy loves them copper roses, Al. She was just all over those. Anybody that doesn't have Al Outdoors, that is a master craftsman right there.
Oh, you ought to go watch it.
Yeah, I got to add Al's Outdoors for sure.
Al's Outdoors.
What is SoFlo back in 1928? You talking about when I was at 10, SoFlo?
Probably.
Hey, I'm gonna get off here. Hey, John.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get running here in a second. But here, I don't know if you can see in the live. There's some of the houses.
Is that your house, Kenny? That's what you're supposed to say. There's my house.
These are the ones in the city.
There's the boss man's house. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Now, if you were Doc, you'd have said, "There's Snoop Dogg's house. There's my house."
But yeah,
I can take y'all on a tour of Jupiter Island. I can show you everybody's house over there.
Tom Selleck did own a house there.
We've got some football players that live in here. We've got
a lot of the football players live down your way. We got a lot of like CEOs and owners of football teams that live up here on Jupiter Island.
Well, one of the absolute richest communities in the country is at Orchard Island up there, up by Sebastian.
Yep.
During the wintertime, that community has more billionaires in it than anywhere else in the United States.
Kitty,
Wow.
Kitty, before you go, our buddy Uncle Buck found a picture. I don't know if you saw Buck's new video. He's testing 5 baits in a swimming pool. He says that they did a road trip to Florida, and they're going to use Doc's pool because they found out Doc was going to a Hall and Oates convention. So today, Uncle Buck sent me and Doc a picture of him at the Hall and Oates convention.
No, it was before I went.
Now look,
That's
Is that not awesome?
he put
That is
Doc's
awesome.
face. He put Doc's face on it, but he's in a members only jacket.
That's awesome. Hey,
I'll
are those Jordache jeans or Edwin's?
I don't know, but I
Jordache,
asked him what was he hiding in at a damn steak head because the old boy's got a look down there.
That's his sock pushed in there.
Yeah, that's his ID and keys for the bar.
Yeah.
We measure it in millimeters.
Exactly. Hey, John, I don't know if Doc said anything to you. I'm gonna be off next Monday. I have to work on the weekend.
Right.
Me and Doc are gonna meet in Clewiston and go fishing. I don't know if you and Mama want to come down and meet us that way.
We'll probably meet up. We'll work something out, Kenny.
Mama
Okay.
always wants to go fishing.
And Kenny,
Okay.
is that the truck you take your naps in every day at work?
No, I usually take it in the crew cab, so the king cab, so I can climb in the back and stretch out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your boss is with you. Sorry. Sorry.
What are you talking about? We're usually shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, y'all
We're
spoon.
head and shoulders.
Y'all spoon up in the truck, one of them rich backyards somewhere.
Hey, how do you think I got that promotion?
That's it, son. Work it, Kenny. Work it.
Well, hey, it's funny. You guys can't tell. Like, if you can't, I got to figure out how to get this in there. The tan line on the top of my hand, you can see it on my wrist there. We have the exact opposite tan line. It's because his are always in his pocket while we're at work.
Oh.
Oh.
We call them pockets, or sometimes he'll have one in, one out, and he becomes Arnie Palmer, half and half.
Oh. I thought it was from y'all holding hands. He was always on the bottom and your hand was on top.
No, both of my hands are tan. Both of his hands are white.
Well, your hands get tan when you're holding that shovel leaning on it. So,
Hey, don't tell everybody how us city workers work.
and what's that next year on the shirt pocket? They're going to sew them upside down so you can put the shovel handle in the pocket and lean on it.
Hey, that's a good idea. I'm going to have to tell my boss about that one.
I just
There you
did. I just did.
Or better yet, how about we put one in the back? So there we can put it in the back and just lean back.
There you go. That'll work.
All right, guys, I got to get running. We got to get this. Justin says, "Have a good one." He gets on the live every now and then.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I think I remember him posting up saying that's Kenny's boss man.
Yeah, he's put on the boss man. Yeah, that's exactly who it is.
Cool.
Good to see you, Chatterbait.
Yes, ma'am, and hopefully we get to see you guys next Monday.
Oh,
Go,
I
go,
hope so,
Kenny.
too.
All right, have a good one, Doc. I'll talk to you in a week.
All right,
Thanks
guys.
for coming up, Kenny.
Thanks, Ken. Justin,
Have a-
be safe driving around down there.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.
Well, Mark J, if you got the sound off, you can't hear me ask you where you're going out to eat. So,
What's up, Brother Mark?
Hey, Dustin. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Shane, you fishing this weekend?
I am not. I got to go up for a high school graduation party for one of my nephews. So we're gonna. I packed it in the last weekend and Monday. I didn't do real well. I didn't get any 8-pounders for sure, but
Right.
I caught probably over the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday time frame. I probably caught 100 bass.
Sweet.
I mean, numbers wise was real good. I just didn't get a lot of big ones. So
Yes, yes.
See, our numbers go down this time of year, but you can pull a big,
Yeah.
it's a weird time of year for us. Like I said, we get some big ones now, but our fishing's worse. So,
yeah, August is horrible here in Virginia. I mean, the bass get deep, and they're down deep in the weeds, and you've got to hit them just right to get anything with any size. I'll catch
Yeah.
12
I
inches
mean,
all day long.
You know,
And,
we're
you know, that's
lucky
why
down
Don-
here. We're lucky
Okay.
down here. If they go deep in some of the lakes that we fish, they're only about like 6 feet deep. You know.
I was
Yeah.
going to say that's why Donkeyland is so good because it averages like 3 foot.
Right.
So, and
Yeah.
it's flat bottom. So people say, "Oh, let's move to where they're spawning." Well, you know, Donkeyland, it's like, okay, over there, cast that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Well, where do they go when it gets deep? Okay, well, cast off that side of the boat. You know, literally, it's just you're there the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm averaging catching fish at 14 to 16 feet right now.
Yeah. Now
No.
headwaters were like we fished today and yesterday. There's some pits in there that are 20 feet deep.
Yeah.
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 This was 22 feet, I think.
And in Florida, that's deep freshwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah.
That was an existing pond, I think, that was already there.
Well, they dug some pits too.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
fished,
something interesting. If you'll go back on YouTube, it's probably 6 years or more now, maybe 10. But they got a bunch of videos when they were building headwaters. They got the
Yeah,
bulldozer.
no, I think you're right, John. I think it's about 10 years.
Here's one with Shaw Grigsby, and he's in the corner where we love fishing now. But he's walking around the dirt, and there's bulldozers building those mounds. Pretty wild.
And they're
Yeah.
digging again out beside of headwaters, out beside the
Yeah, I
first
think they're
pond.
making a new one right beside it. They got all the dozers working. What's up, JB?
Hey, JB, thank you for.
Oh, are they trying to do something else? What to the? That would be what to the north, right?
East.
East.
Oh, okay, off that side. All right.
Yeah, when you come off the dirt road and you make the left, the first left into Headwaters parking lot, all that on your left, as far as you can see, back the way you came.
Yeah, where they were burning and stuff.
Yeah, that's that. They've got dozers in there.
Yeah.
wow, is that going to be
I wonder what they're doing.
bigger lake than Headwaters, or is it going to be? Does
They're
it?
just going to add to it because, you know,
Yeah.
Donkeyland, Headwaters, all those are right beside each other.
Stick Marsh.
It's just a big flat place in Florida.
Have you heard of Stick Marsh?
Oh, yeah,
Marsh.
I've heard Stick Marsh. Yeah.
It's right beside Head. I mean, there's literally a dike, a dirt mound between.
Oh, right between them. Okay. Yeah.
And that's what that is. That's a flat. That's a wet place in Florida, and the locals donate the land. The state's building they're water filters. All they are is water filters.
Sure.
But the state builds them, gives the farmers and all out their water rights for giving the land. That way, everybody wins. You know, it's dry. You know, it's keeping the water maintained. Farmers got their water. Fishermen. I mean, it's a good deal.
There's another one really close, Three Forks. That's
like the
beautiful.
beginning of it.
that
Three
is-
Forks is more like swamps.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
one.
and
It's beautiful.
and what John found out was that Headwaters, Donkeyland, and all that area, that's all part of the Three Forks
Water conservation area. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
Grace is right below all of those.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yep.
it's a bunch of little lakes right there. Then just right up the road is Lake Kissimmee. You got Lake Jackson.
All those lakes.
Oh, wow.
You can get on Lake Kissimmee, and you can go up to Hatchinahall, then up to like Blue Cypress, then up to
Cypress, not Blue Cypress.
Cypress, and then up to
Cypress. Blue Cypress is south.
Right.
Yeah.
But in the Kissimmee chain, you end up all the way up to Toho. You can
Up
go
to
from
Toho.
Kissimmee up to Toho.
You can fish four different lakes.
Yeah.
What's up, Natural State Fishing? Happy Friday to you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Natural State.
I'm curious if they open another lake. How long does it take before the fishing gets good? 3, 4, 5 years?
Headwaters, they built it, and it was kayak only for like 6 years. Then they opened it to boats like 2 years ago.
Okay.
It had now
Yeah,
Headwaters
2 years
had
ago,
27.
Actually, it was 2 years. It'll be 2 years ago, or will it be
August.
3 years? Or will it be 3 years in August? Is it 2 or 3 years in August?
2 years and all.
Is
I
it
think
2?
2 years because it opened day before Lindy's birthday, August 10th.
Was it? But what I thought it was it 2019 that it opened? It was before the pandemic. It opened.
Yeah,
I
I
think
said he's
it's
like.
3 years. I think it's
It's a
3
while.
years it opened up.
But anyway, there were 27 lake. Before they built these reservoirs, the farmers would dig pits. That's how they tried to keep it dry.
Mhm.
So they had all these ponds. So there were 27 ponds there. When they built Headwaters, they left those in. So they had all the bass from those. Then they stocked it with over 1 million bass.
Yep.
Then let it stew for like 7 years. letting kayakers fish one corner. So like I said, we went the second day it was open to boats, and you can, that first 2 months, you can't believe what the fishing. Go back and watch our videos. It was crazy.
Yeah,
You could
I
have
will.
caught them on Cheetos. You could put a Lincoln log and caught a bass. I mean, really.
It was great fishing.
Yeah.
But if people don't think fish smarten up, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And Billy had made an interesting point the last time he and I were fishing from SoFlo Outdoors about the fact that now talking about the Florida strain and the Texas strain, and then actually combining the Florida and Texas strain there in headwaters to try and get the fish in that area to not only grow as big as the Florida fish, but also grow faster like the Texas strain does.
Right. And maybe not be quite so temperamental. Florida bass are I mean,
Yeah.
1 degree water temperature
Hey,
change
here-
could shut a lake off. I mean, the whole lake off.
Texas
Yeah.
is doing the same thing,
Yeah.
What?
mixing the bass
Oh, yeah.
and the Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they want to get everybody's in the race. There's states in the race to catch that next world record. I've seen things in print. Everybody wants to be the next world record bass. Texas, Florida,
Yep.
California, whoever. Yeah.
That's why headwaters, Donkey Land was the first one they diked up and filled it.
Yeah.
Well, when they decided to do headwaters, they went in and added all this stuff. But that's what they're claiming. The next state and world records will come out of that lake.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I remember when I was back in the early '80s reading Bass magazine, and Lake Seminole was going to be the next world record bass. I remember that for years and years. And I mean, you catch big bass on Seminole. Matter of fact, I'm going to fish a tournament on Seminole, I think in October. Go down with my buddy Gary and fish there. But yeah, they're not yanking 10-pounders out left and right on Seminole now. I mean, it's just not that way.
Hey, Billy.
What's up,
What's
Billy?
up? What's up? What's up?
That guide today told us, now this is a guide talking to a guide, and that guide has a client sitting beside him in the boat. But he said at Headwaters, they're catching 8-pounders weekly during the summer and daily during the winter. So
But
they're not shiner guys and all in there fishing.
Oh, yeah.
And he does it for a living, and he's there every day, and he's just right down the road. I think his name is Nate. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his.
Yeah.
He's the guy in the video that scared Lindy in the boat, pulled up beside us and
Oh,
said,
that's that same
aren't y'all
guy.
small water
Okay.
chargers?
All right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's it say? Depends on condition. Bass can grow up to 3 inches in a year, so to get bass 15 inches. See, I don't believe that in Florida, JV. I think we're ahead of that ratio.
Billy,
Yes.
can you kind of clarify? I know I'm kind of paraphrasing you, and
So the Florida strain bass grows the fastest, but is not aggressive. The Texas strain is aggressive, but doesn't grow as fast. So they are making a hybrid. They call it strain A to make the biggest bass there is. They've been collecting bass from Texas, California, because those are like almost the same strain. Like if they're like 10 or 12 pounds over, they want to get that sample, and they want to do hybrids from like bass center in Florida that are roughly the same size.
Right. That's cool. They're going to build bigger, better bass.
Yeah. How long do we think it's going to be before we see this, the strain A blow up in Florida or Texas or wherever they're at? What do you think? 5 years, 7 years, 9 years?
Probably 7 years.
Yeah.
what's up, Rob?
Well, that's what they did. A lot of lakes, they carried Florida bass up north and got them in, like a lot of those Alabama lakes and all. Don't they have a bunch of Florida strain in there?
There's that shiner guy.
Yeah, look at this. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You mentioned shiners, and look what shows up.
Welcome, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
hoping Rob.
Shane,
I'm hoping
before I
Rob
forget.
has first peacock bass on Wednesday. Rob's coming down here on Wednesday. We're gonna go peacock bass fishing.
Very
I
cool.
want to do that too.
And Shane, if you get a chance, go to our page, and on my community, I posted this Norm G fishing. A video.
Okay.
Check him out. He's
Okay.
a really good channel.
Okay, we'll do.
He's one of those information channels. He'll teach you something.
Good.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
do
like
it.
that.
All I do is make you laugh and point your finger. He'll at least teach you something.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Ugh.
Absolutely. 2 years at growth rate in Virginia so far.
What's that mean, Beards?
Yeah. And Beards and Bass, are you in Virginia? I'm
No,
in
he's
Virginia.
another.
down here
He's
in
another
Florida.
Florida guy.
Okay.
He's Yankee Florida though. He lives way up in North Florida.
He's above what we call the cutoff line, Shane.
He's a Georgia boy.
Yeah.
He's South
He
Georgia.
lives in Lower Alabama.
There's a cutoff line that we have down here in Florida. John, tell him where it's at.
I say Daytona.
So
Everything above Daytona is South Georgia.
Okay.
Everything below is. Then you got Florida. Then once you start hitting around Vero Beach, you're starting to get into Florida down.
Okay.
But it's crazy how
Billy
different it is.
Billy and I are in South Florida.
Right.
Yeah, the deep
I'm-
south.
I'm probably upper South Florida. I'm right on the line between Central and South, probably.
Yeah.
We're so
I call
far
it-
south it starts getting north again.
Yeah.
So I go to Panama City. That's where my buddy Gary's at. From Gary's
Okay.
Fish Tales. He's got a channel, and I fish with him up there. So, fished the Apalachicola chain last year. I fished a tournament with him up there, and they go to Seminole a lot from that area. So I bounce up there a few times and fish tournaments with him.
Yeah. Hi, Anti.
What's up,
Oh,
Anti?
Anti, you saw what I can do to a stuffed bobcat. I am not scared.
I just got an email from an Alex Crawford from his channel's called All Blades, I think. He's wanting to join a tournament.
Al Blades.
Okay, Al Blades. I'll have you a registration number before the night's over to enter the tournament. You'll get an email from me. Yeah.
Now Al Blades has a lawn mowing channel. He goes around and does all these like free mowing. He's only got like 8K followers or something now. I mean, then he started a fishing channel.
On the lawn mowing channel.
Yeah.
Yes, dude,
No,
it's
on the
like
lawn mowing,
crazy.
he's like 800K.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Holy
okay.
cow.
Like
Yeah,
on his
okay.
fishing channel on Life Without Blades, he's over like 13K. But like on his lawn mowing channel, that thing is blowing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a character, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, welcome to the tournament. You got to catch up with John.
He fishes.
He's
the
gonna
same
go out on
waters.
Lake Garcia's. I love
He
how
likes Lake Garcia's. He likes to put the
S
S on the end of it.
Yeah.
Garcia's.
All right.
See, Creel, now
Well, what are you
Creel's
going up to,
Florida
man?
too.
Yep, Creel.
Creel's up North Florida too.
Yeah, he's up near Jacksonville, I believe. Yeah.
No, he's in Georgia. That's Georgia.
Yeah, South Georgia.
South Georgia beaches.
I guess he's a Florida Bulldog?
Yeah, Florida Bulldog. That's what we'll call him, Florida
That's-
Bulldog.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
listen,
how long.
you know, I
Everybody-
know Creel gave me crap about, Georgia beating Alabama in the national championship game, but like, look, the last time inflation was this high was 1981, and then they just won again in 2022 or 2021, and now look at inflation. So, ladies and gentlemen, when Georgia wins the national championship, inflation goes up. So everybody needs to root against Georgia because it's bad for everyone.
I'm in.
Thank you, George.
Bad for everyone.
Thanks, George.
Okay, hang on. Freezer Bound just sent me a picture. I don't know if y'all saw earlier. He said there was a deer in his yard. He lives up in Pennsylvania. Let me see if I can get the picture.
Isn't that
Oh,
big?
There's a big boy.
Oh,
It's
wow.
growing. You can see he's in velvet and still growing, but yeah, that's a nice one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I
nice
saw
one.
some in velvet the other day going to Donkey Land.
Yeah, a
Beautiful.
pack of 4, man. That one of them was a nice buck.
Yeah, they were in velvet. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi. Hi, kids.
Oh, so the doing a little bit of research on the hybrid. It's called the F1, and they refer to it as a tiger bass, and they say it goes to the growth is 2 pounds per year.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Earl.
That is amazing. 2 pounds per year.
I got
That-
And what'd you say, Billy? They're calling it the F1?
Yeah, the F1.
Hey,
And
Carl.
some
like
people
ours?
call it the tiger bass.
I they got to max. They got to kind of plane out at 2 pounds a year. I mean, so we're
Yeah.
looking at a 20-pound bass in 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing if it's true. But I would think they'd get to like a certain weight, and it'd be a little bit more, slow down at
Plateaued,
some point.
yeah.
Yeah, plateau a little bit. But hey, um, you get in 3 years you got 6-pounders in a lake. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is
would
everybody
love-
waiting to see how much longer it takes her to hurt herself behind me?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
For a very long time. That could easily hurt.
No, you don't hurt yourself. What are you doing up there?
I don't know.
See, this is what summer does to your kids. She's bored.
Yes, I am really bored. That's why I came out here.
Do you want knives? I can give you knives to play with.
I'm not forgetting.
That's bad parenting. I'm joking. I wouldn't give her knives that are sharp.
that are sharp.
And our daughter that works out here at the casino, she's a bartender, and her boyfriend is a blackjack dealer. They just got the COVID. They made it all this time,
Jesus.
and just found out they got sick and they got COVID.
Yeah.
But they're young and healthy. That's what we told her. They'll be. Yeah, last night she said was the worst night of her life, but she felt better today. So.
Yeah, her
Kinsley says bye to everybody.
Yeah.
my kids
See ya.
had one pain inside her body, her arms, her legs. She couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I got it back in April, and it was just a couple days, 2 or 3 days, and I was over it.
Did you get the flu-like symptoms where you just ached all over?
Yeah, I did. Had a fever for a solid day and a half, and felt bad. But after the third day, it was like, all right, it's over.
Yeah.
I didn't cough. I didn't have congestion. I didn't have any of that.
Yeah,
So.
she felt a little better today. So
She said she had
I
the
got
headache's what got her.
I got it probably about 3 weeks before school ended. It was like 3-4 weeks before school ended. And both my wife and I had it at the exact same time. I was just tired. Like, I had no energy whatsoever. All I wanted to do was just, I literally was in the recliner for 3 days. And then I would just go to bed. I would just sit there and just not even really watch TV. I just was tired. I never ate, never had a fever, no congestion, nothing. I just was wiped out. Now, my wife was achy, had a fever, all that stuff. But mine lasted for maybe 3 days. And by Saturday, because I remember it was like Thursday, by Saturday, I was up and around. I'm like, all right, let's do something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess it affects everybody differently,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife just had the sniffles. She caught it from me. She had the sniffles. Is like, what are you crying about, you wimp? Right? That's what she said to me.
Shane?
Yeah.
What's that?
And luckily, our girls never got
Yeah.
it. So.
Yeah, Doc was vaccinated too and still got it.
Yeah.
Damon is vaccinated. She still got it. John was not vaccinated. Her
Who?
boyfriend.
Oh.
You.
I think I was. You made me get the damn
Who?
shot.
Sent me to the hospital, which sucked.
Did it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did it affect your oxygen level?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just like the flu. I got pneumonia from it, and so my lungs filled up and crap like that.
Yeah.
And Earl puking off the boat is it the big C? That makes you the big P.
Yeah. I seen someone flashed up there that their blood pressure went up.
Real.
Yeah. I don't talk about this much, especially on my fishing channel, but I'm a marathon runner, and I monitor when I run, I monitor my heart rate all the time. And after I got COVID, my blood pressure stayed high, and my pulse. Usually, I run at 142 beats per minute. It was up at 147, and it's just now, 3 months later, coming back to normal. And it's the only thing that changed my life is I got COVID.
Wow.
Wow.
It did affect my my cardiovascular for sure.
Wow.
Now, Billy, when you ended up in the hospital, did you get the shot or no?
Nah.
No? Okay.
Said, don't give me that shit.
Yeah, I had
While you're laying in the hospital.
Yeah.
I got the.
I did have a friend of mine. He did pass away from it. He and his son got it. You know, he was a diabetic, and he caught it, and so did his son. His son was 23.
Oh wow.
And they were both in the hospital for months, or about a month on a ventilator, and both of them passed away within 2.5 weeks of each other.
Yeah.
But now, Doc, you
That was
said they
terrible.
were both. You said they were both unhealthy people.
Well, I wouldn't say he was. I wouldn't say, you know, my buddy was unhealthy. He was a diabetic.
Oh,
Didn't have the shot, but you know, his son was a little bit overweight, you know, but like he was still an active kid. He was 23 years old. He was you know, overweight, but he still, you know, he went to work with his dad every day. They kind of did the same thing together. They managed homes and stuff. You know, it was terrible to see, you know, to see that happen. But those are the only people that I know personally that passed away, according to the doctors, from having COVID.
Oh, Ted, are you trying to say you have to use both hands? Come on, that's what you're trying to pull out there. Say here now.
Hey, JB, just more of you to love.
Anybody that doesn't know, Ted just had arm surgery, so he's one-handed now.
Oh.
He said he was going to catch more fish than me with one hand wrapped up behind his back.
Billy, did you have any lasting effects from it?
Me, no.
Like
None.
Shane? No?
My wife
Taste?
did, because she just got the little sniffles, and but she had parosmia from it. So
What is that?
they don't know, but they gave it a term. It's called parosmia, and it's where whenever you taste something, it just tastes like
That's right,
putrid,
Rob.
rotten garbage and stuff like that. So like she
okay.
like couldn't like eat anything she liked. She was like a forced vegetarian. Couldn't eat chicken. Couldn't eat onions.
Wow.
A whole bunch of different other stuff. Coffee.
I heard that people beef was something else that affected if they had that. They they tasted beef and it tasted like bark or something.
Yeah.
Huh.
See,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Rob's right. Top Barter Johnny.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, I unsubscribed from him finally the other day.
Wow.
And he's been dead, what, a year or more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible that Johnny, you know, Top Barter Johnny passed away from it.
Yeah. Oh, he would show off some of the weirdest looking topwater lures, but catch fish on them and show you how he did it, what it was. I mean,
He was a
before
gimmick
and
guy.
after, before and after pictures. He was a fantastic guy.
Oh,
He would order
was a
these
lot of fun to watch.
Japanese dragonfly topwater,
He'd get a
you
lot
know,
of
crazy, weird lures.
Japan. Here's the other one.
Avery.
It was something else.
Hey, Avery.
Hi, Miss Avery.
Hey.
Hey.
Yes, both of those, anti.
Well, Billy,
Big porn.
that down
Love
there
big
in the
porn.
bottom right hand corner, that's Mr. Shane. Say hi.
Hi.
Anti's in here too. You said
Shane,
hi.
did you say you were in the Army or Air Force?
Air Force. 27 years in the Air Force.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Thanks for your service.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
pleasure to
Sure,
serve.
thank you.
Yeah.
And we got confused the other day in chat. It was my dad that was 20 years retired from the Navy when we lived in Virginia and all.
Yep.
Bobcat porn. There,
Anti's
Anti
only
goes.
tonight. We don't allow those in here, Anti. And that, Doc, I don't know if that means, but that's Canadian Karens.
Oh, okay.
And does everybody know who the Canadian Karen is?
I do.
All right, Ray Robert.
All right, Earl.
Ted, if they're like the ones I've seen, if you catch one good Florida bass, it's gone. I mean, I'm sure it'll catch one, but it's gone.
Oh yeah, Johnny fished a lot of like, you know, kind of like the little ponds and stuff like that, and would always try out like, I just remember he would always get like the weirdest stuff, and a lot of it was from Japan, and like he would spend ridiculous amounts of money.
Daddy, talk too
loud. Am I talking too loud?
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off of here.
All right, Billy. Thanks for the info on the F1 Tiger Strain.
How did the
All right, Billy.
Sir, you guys have a good one.
All right, bud.
When's Gator? Well, he's gone. He's gone.
But yeah, I mean, you know, he'd get the most obscure things from like Japan and stuff like this, and pay ridiculous amounts of money for like, he was like, oh, you know, I got this one from, you know, overseas, and it was like $22, and it's this little tiny little dragonfly thing. But he would always try them out, and he would always, you know, come back, and he'd be in his office and go over it, and he always had his pen in his hand, and he would, you know, like go over like every little bit of it. He was just so informational, and it was so much fun. I wish I would have got the chance to fish with him, because he's only up there by he's very close to where Rob was, if I'm not mistaken, up there in Orlando.
And Doc, what was his catchphrase?
Oh gosh, hold on.
Let's go. Let's go.
You came on our show a couple of times.
Yeah, he'd be like, today we're gonna be checking out the bruiser baits, top water, something or other. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of which, Doc, here in a moment, you need to go through your baits you got from Bruiser Free.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But before we start, I don't know if any of y'all watch Mikey Balls, but he did a swim bait hack on a video a few ago. You know the screws we use, Doc, on our hooks that you screw the swim bait up on? Okay, he has one that has a little spinner blade on it. I guess they sell them. He cuts the paddle tail off, screws that little spinner. Okay, I'll bet that is fire. But you know how many bass and bowfin here grab your tails off? You would have to have a pocket of those damn little blades.
Yeah, they'd be gone.
I've used that trick, and I'm almost a poor man from buying those little spinners. It works.
Yes.
It works. I use it on a Ned, and I've used it on. I cut a tail off a swim bait. It works, but I'll tell you, the perch will tear the tails off like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, we get tail hit so much, and like,
Could
you imagine using one of those for like the snakehead? Like, I wish Billy was still up here, because like the last time he and I went peacock bass fishing and snakehead fishing, I mean, we got tail hit like 90% of the time that we were down there, and I mean, I don't know how much those things cost, but yeah, no, you'd go through pockets full of them.
You get like a three or five for $6.99.
Wow. That's a day.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I can bring myself to do it, John.
Yeah.
Best thing happened to us was getting sponsored by Bruiser, because we go through some soft plastics.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if you see where our Yeti sits in the boat. That crack in front of the Yeti is where your old swim. That's where your baits go when they're blowed out. About every 2 days, I'll pick that cooler up, and I'm like, my Lord. I mean, it ain't nothing pull 30, 40 out of back there. You know, something brand new, they just bit the paddle tail off first cast. You're like, ah.
Yep.
But Shane,
and I've got a little spot in mind when I'm bank fishing, when I'm not with you guys. I got a spot in mind where I throw all mine, and I'll come home, and literally on the table that I have here, that I have the computer set on and everything, I keep a stack over here, over to this side, and it just grows and grows and grows over like in a month. I have a stack full of like, and I always feel bad about throwing them away, but I mean, I don't have the capability to melt them down and do any of that, nor do I have the time to do it and make baits, you know. So if anybody has, like, I know Al makes baits, I'll gladly send some to you. I'll keep them and send them.
Shane, did you say you got to fish with some of those bruisers we sent you?
Yeah, it did. And I ordered some bruisers just recently, and I did have a pack here.
How do you like how do you like the durability on those?
I like them a lot.
That's
I
what
like them a lot.
that's what sold us. They're just some durable baits.
Yeah, I tend to fish like my swim baits. I'm still kind of fishing the Kitex because I bought so many of them.
Right.
But I go through every 2 fish. You know, I'm losing $2.
Right.
So yeah, I'm looking at making the switch for sure.
I think
Yeah, as many fish that we have.
Avery's gonna go back inside.
Bye, Avery.
Bye, Avery.
She said it's hot out here. All right,
You
bye-bye.
talk too loud.
Okay,
But
so
we
do you.
get so many attacks
I do
and
not.
we get
Yes, you
these
do.
stripes, you know,
Yeah.
we get to use
Yes,
something
you
like
do.
that. We have been losing it every
You're being
time.
loud. You're being loud right now.
I think my record is 9 on a bruiser swim
You
bait.
are.
That's good. I mean,
And
that's good. I'm serious. If I get 2, I'm doing well on a Kitex.
I
Everybody
think I
have
had the
any,
swim bait stuck in the mouth of one of my mounted fish up here. I saved it in my pocket. That was like my record.
Yeah.
Oh, looky here. I didn't even see Mr. Joe up in here.
He was here earlier.
Joe. Oh yeah, Bass Addiction Gear does have the recycle program. That's right.
Do they?
How does that work?
I don't
You
know.
send them out to Steve basically, and they'll that clickbait.
Doc, let's like save them and get like my truck full. We'll take them down to Steve's house and just back in the driveway.
We'll show up.
Dump truck.
Shovel them out in his driveway. Hey man, we're recycling.
We won't even listen. We won't even let him know that we're showing up. We'll just like pull into his front yard and back the truck up, and then just gas it and just leave.
Okay. Problem with that, he knows our orders and he knows what baits I use probably better than I do.
Yeah.
That's
when
true.
it's a
They'll be
pile,
they'll be
when it's a pile,
Doc and John were here. Great.
if it's a pile of rust bucket swim baits and Houdinis, he's like, dang it, I know who that was.
Oh, and then he'll see me with the watermelon shad and the watermelon red and all that. So he'll be like, okay, good.
And Shane, I'm a simple fisherman. I fish with like one rod and a swim bait all day, day after day. I don't, every once in a while, but now I'm fishing that swim bait different all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of, it's so weedless and all this grass, I can just do with it what I want.
I'm the adventuresome one.
Yeah, she's always tried something up there in the boat, just something.
Yeah, but you made a pretty good point. I mean, you're fishing shallow water, right? You got a lot of weeds.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need, like, I can go from shallow to deep from in the morning fishing the top water to, fishing 20 foot till if the wind starts blowing and they move, I'm going to throw a spinnerbait or a chatterbait. So I keep 3 spinning rods and 5 bait casting rods in my boat.
Back in North Carolina fishing, I had like 2 or 3 different boxes of just different crankbaits,
Yeah.
Square bill, deep divers.
We got boxes of them here.
Boxes of crankbaits from fishing in North Carolina here.
Yeah.
Put up what Joe said, because I get that too. I put them in my pockets, and then my wife will come out and be like, what's this?
Okay, my deal is if anybody don't know, I smoke, which I don't on video, but I always put my butts in my pocket. I mean, I've done that for 30 years. That's why I do my own laundry, because I'll forget to empty my pockets at about one time through the. Yeah, no, I do my own laundry.
Yeah, no, that's gotta be awful.
Yeah.
Now, see, my wife usually does the laundry. Every now and again I will. But I've been getting a lot better at, before I put my fishing shorts in the laundry, I've been getting a lot better of going through my pockets, like. Just remembering, all right, I got to go through my pockets. Do I have anything in there? Oh, look, there's 5 swim baits that have no tail. Okay.
I never thought of that, Al. I might do a video shooting a 12-pound block of, what is that stuff? What's the liquid in a swim bait? I know the word. I'm brain farting. What do they make swim baits with? The plastisol or.
Not
the
sure.
Actual, Ted, what's the plastic you make swim baits out of? Plastisol, plastisol.
Oh, Ted will know. Yeah, plastisol.
Plastisol. Anyway,
Yeah.
I want to shoot a big block of plastisol.
Woo, oh, that's bad, Joe. Plastisol. Yeah, I think
Oh no, she want. Oh no, that's something. That's something that I've never done. I've never put the batteries in my pocket
Yeah.
and had them
We
washed.
don't-
I've never done that. The batteries.
Yeah.
I have a case, and when the battery. Well, I don't use batteries ananymore.
I don't use them anymore
I have
either.
the extended. I have the. That extended battery that I use, but before. No, when the batteries are done, they went right back. John, Lindia, you know me. I'm kind of like OCD when it comes to things, and my little case. It has I have a space for everything. So when one battery would go done, I would put it in upside down. So if I saw the bottom of the battery, I would know that battery's spent. Don't use that one. I would never put them in my pockets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doc, Rob, that Shiner guy, just sent me a text. Said he made a bruiser order, and here's what it says. Hang on, let me read it. I picked up a few things to try.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he went nuts. Yeah,
a few things to try.
Well, he posted it. He posted that on Instagram.
Yeah.
And when he posted it on Instagram, I said, "Did peer
Did I miss
pressure
my
get to?"
camera?
I said, no. I told him. I said, what did I say? I said, "Oh my gosh!" For a minute there, I thought I left one of my bait bags in your boat. And he's like, peer pressure got to me.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to jump off. Thanks for letting me hang out with you guys.
Thanks for coming in, Shane.
Yep.
All right,
And
Shane, great seeing you, man.
yeah, great chatting with you guys, and good luck if you're in the tournament. Anybody listening? And Lindia, I know you got 3 24-inchers out. You're going to catch here in the next few weeks.
Well, she's got.
Never give up, never surrender.
She's got. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. What, an 18 and 2, 19 something now already.
So, it's so funny how everybody always roots for Lindia. And listen, Lindia,
She won the last tournament. I'm going to go with the winner.
Listen, Lindia, I love you, and you guys know I love you both, but I got to go with John on this one. I love you, but I got to go with John.
Dude, I've got it in the bag, son. Ain't nobody.
Famous last word.
Ain't nobody north of
Now
Daytona.
Lindia's going to accidentally hook me when we go fishing here in the next couple of weeks. She's going to be like, you son of a bitch.
I still got time.
Doc, I tell you, ain't nobody north of Daytona going to beat me.
John, I will tell you, and this is no BS in here. You'll see it on video as they come out. I've got 65 inches since this tournament out of 3 bass in Virginia.
Yeah.
They weren't 8 pounds. I got 3 6s. They were right at that 22-inch mark. So
Shane,
it can be done.
Are you
Lindia
in
caught
the
a
tournament, or
19.
you're not in the tournament?
Oh no, I'm not going to compete in my own tournament. I'm a sponsor. That's not the right thing to do.
Lindia caught one today, dude. I'm telling you, I don't think it's 2 pounds, and it's over 19 inches.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean
it's
you
freaky
catch a
looking.
snake bass.
Yeah.
Wait till you see it.
Well, you'll see it's a little
Wait, can I
handy
go
bag.
catch a snakehead and be in this? Like,
No. Hey, thanks everybody. Good luck.
All right, see you, Shane.
all right,
Thank you.
Shane, good night, man. Yeah.
Oh, what? Damn, you can't say nothing around Al. Oh, it's on now. See,
Oh, it's on now.
he's going to jump on a bobcat while catching 3 fish that measure 80 inches.
I would see Al actually jumping on an actual bobcat.
He's going to. That's how he's going to beat me. He's done it before. He said something about going into the den. I said, that's why I had to write. I am not, I'll say it here on the live. I am not responsible for anything that happens to Al outdoors. I've done called my lawyer. He says I'm golden. So,
Wait, you need to put it in the description of the video. Like, disclaimer. This was not real, not responsible for anything Al's Outdoors does in the future. Thank you, God bless. I don't know, something like that.
okay, see, that's the question I got. That video has like 2K views.
Yeah.
I think there's like 12 dislikes. Okay, only reason I can think you dislike it, either you think I'm trying to fool people that really think that's a real bobcat I jumped on. So you're like, a-hole. Or you think I jumped on a real bobcat and you're mad because I'm molesting wildlife. I can't think of any other reason.
That, or third option, they
They
did
just
not
don't-
like the hair at the end.
That's true. Look at Al. What do you see funny with Al's thing? The last two words is what makes that fantastic.
This time.
This time.
This
I
time.
just have a bearing in there this time.
Joe's right. It's the internet. That's the reason.
Cat of nine owls.
Dude, like, people are going to dislike things because they're idiots. Like,
Oh, I don't care. I love it. I mean, I want to piss
Listen.
people off.
listen, as long as you are as long as you're above the 50% threshold, like you got 51 likes to 49% dislikes, YouTube don't give a damn. That's engagement. Dislike it all you want.
Yeah, it's got like 160 likes with like
Yeah.
12 dislikes.
Yeah. So
But I mean,
who
I just
cares?
wonder what makes
engagement.
what makes a person go a-hole, a-hole.
I don't know, weird vegan people.
But some people probably, ain't no smarter than say, why'd that guy go jump on that bobcat? What'd that bobcat do?
Right, exactly. And they're not smart enough to realize that it's called editing.
And Joe, have you noticed in the last couple of videos that we have Miss Lindy going, whale,
Quail.
whale.
Is your back still bothering you a little bit?
Her sciatic nerve, oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's sitting in the front and I ain't up there
Yeah.
crowded with her. That means she's on the injured list.
It's still bothering you, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take for it to get better.
But she says it's not getting better, but she's standing more. I mean, it's getting better. It still hurts.
Yeah,
If you're standing, and it sucks because there's really not much you can do for that.
No.
No.
And dude, if you remember, it started before JB's tournament because she's
Yep.
sitting on the Yeti in that tournament.
Yeah. I was in a lot of pain that day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Joe. I've noticed a couple of your videos you went, well.
Yeah, you're
Well.
contagious. That's right, Joe.
Well, if you say well, somebody's going to say, that's a deep subject. And if you lay it on its side, it's a tunnel. So you got to go, well. And I don't know about y'all, but you got to rock the head. It's got to have the well.
How's it go? Like, am I
Look
doing
at
it
that.
right?
Al ain't never shot him a vegan sandwich. Well, Al, vegetarian is an old Indian word for sucky ass hunter.
Or dead?
What, vegetarian's dead?
Yeah. Like back in the day, vegetarian, you're just dead. You ain't gonna
Oh.
live. Meat's delicious.
Red meat's delicious.
All meat's
All
delicious.
meats. Well, no, because liver's a meat. Nah, okay, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But your basic food group, beef, chicken, pork, fish, that's all good stuff. Isn't that the four food groups? Beef, pork, chicken, fish?
Correct.
I think so. And in the pyramid, it's got like bread is the top, then it's beef, pork, chicken, fish, ice cream, something on the bottom. I
Ice
think.
cream. Captain Crunch. Joe, you
Okay,
like
hang on,
liver?
let's read this. Can you put a crossbar for her anywhere in the house property, even in a doorway? For both of you, just let me start hanging a little at a time. Dude, we've done that. I had one of them things you get in and it flips you upside down and hangs you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that weird thing that like you go like, yeah.
Problem is, I got little feet and a big belly, so I couldn't get flipped back over.
I've never tried one of those.
Okay,
I just
If
want to
you-
get back to the fact that Joe likes liver.
if you call sleeping in a log, wearing a dog pelt in the winter as fine, yeah, backwoods barbarian, fine.
Oh my.
I'm
Have
sure
you-
you like liver,
Tried
Joe.
liver, John? Have you
What?
tried liver?
Yeah. My
yeah, I did
dad,
too. I wasn't a fan. I mean,
my
it was
dad loved fried liver. So like once a month, my whole life as a kid, we had liver one night. My technique was cut it in small pieces, did put enough mustard on it that it would take your breath away with the mustard. I mean, that's it. I go and choke it on mustard. So my daddy'd be like, "Why you put so much on there?" Trying to hide that taste.
Now I like liverwurst.
Look
Have
at
you-
that, lady.
Have you? Do you like liverwurst?
Yeah, just simply hang from it.
Just
Hang by your feet or by your hands.
Probably by your feet.
What's up, Apache?
Adventures? John, do you like liverwurst?
Kimasabi, jump on it. Every time I see Apache Adventures, I think of Apache, jump on it, jump on it. I mean, every time I see that dude, I break into that song.
You didn't answer my question though. Do you like liverwurst?
No, it's the worst. It's the worst of all liver. Why?
See, I don't like liver, but I like liverwurst on saltine crackers.
What if I told you here, have some of this fish worst? Would you? I mean, no, it's the worst fish.
by your hands, he says.
By your hands. Oh, okay.
See, I like gizzards too, Creel.
I ain't eating none of that shit.
Dude, my dad used to feed me all that stuff when I was a kid. He'd be like, "Here, just eat this," and like he wouldn't even tell me what it was. And I found out, like years later, what I was eating, and I like it. I mean, at Italian Sunday dinners, I grew up. Tripe soup, pig's feet, pig's ears. I mean, we had like the calamari with the squid and the spaghetti sauce. I didn't know what it was. It was just like, here, eat this, shut up. But I don't. It's not that I hate liver. It's not something I'm going to go eat. But liverwurst, like I said, liverwurst on saltine crackers, I will destroy that all day.
Us being from North Carolina, any of the local buffets, you never know what's on them back there. They used to take like cube steak and they would bread it and fry it, little chunks of cube steak.
Okay.
That was my favorite. I'd pile them on my plate. I mean, that was one of my staples. We went to another buffet and I said, "Oh, they got the little chunks of cube steak." Piled them on my plate. We get back to the table. I grabbed that first one and go, Coke. That's when I realized they had chicken liver on the buffet, not cube steak. And it's one of the only times I literally grabbed a napkin and blah.
Oh yeah, it was a scene.
At least it wasn't. What were they? Oh, what were they called in the movie Chevy Chase was in? Not The Great Outdoors. God dog it. Why can't I remember the name of the movie where they moved out to the country? He was a book writer.
Apache, we're from North Carolina. My pops love KFC fried chicken liver.
Yeah, my mom does too.
And what part of NC you from there? Are you in, Apache?
And now they don't offer that anymore.
They probably do in North Carolina.
What was the name of the movie, guys? Somebody help me out. What was the name of the movie that Chevy Chase was in where they moved? The Great
Outdoors?
No, that was Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. It was Chevy Chase.
Yeah, Joe.
It was the one where he ate the goat balls.
Hey, Joe's
That's
right.
The Shining. That's not Chevy Chase.
Honey, I'm home.
It was the one where he ate the goat balls. That's what I'm trying to get
all
at
right,
here.
Stop, Doc, stop. Apache, are you in Hickory, North Carolina? We are from Hickory, North Carolina. I grew up in Conover. I went to Newton Conover High School.
I went to St. Stephen's.
Lindy went to St. Stephen's. I know you know every place we speak of. We lived on Fairgrove Church Road for 40 years.
You're giving people way too much information. Now they're going to be.
Oh, Apache knows exactly. If he's in Hickory, he knew everything I just said.
Now people are going to know your passwords and everything.
I have been in a lot of pain.
She will. Well, then where am I going to put my head, Anti?
I was in a log. Damn it, what the hell was the name of that movie? I'm just going to sit here and think about it while you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Apache's from Hickory. Ain't that a small, small world?
This is me thinking.
Is that you thinking? Wish we had a sound effect like boom, 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 boom.
It's smoke right there.
There's smoke coming out of that new Bruiser hat out of one of them holes.
That little button right there.
This side?
Apache's 5 minutes from all
The
those.
button.
Where do you live, Apache? Give me 127, 321, County Home Road. I'll name you some places.
Damn it, Joe, you're not helping.
Canadian Bacon.
Great movie.
Hang on, wait a minute, Doc.
Oh, you're going to.
What's the premise?
You're going to cheat.
It's Chevy Chase.
Thank
doing-
you, Was it Funny Farm? No, I don't know if it was. Hold on. I think he's right. I think it might be Funny Farm.
Funny Farm.
It was it Funny Farm? Could it be that simple?
Vacation. That's insane.
Son of a bitch, it was.
Near I-40. Come on now. I-40 goes all the way across Hickory. That don't help.
That's
now.
what it was.
Me.
It was Funny Farm.
Funny Farm. Funny Farm, Joe, not the Burbs.
Also, great movie. Grumpy Old Men.
Oh.
Great movie.
Yeah, we lived, or wait a minute, 321 is exit 123. I always remembered that.
Well, I love Anti. Anti is always like on it.
And Shiner Guy.
Shiner Guy, grumpy old man.
Shiner Guy's always on it too.
On Golden Pond, you all poop. Dude, that's one of my favorite movies. I love On Golden Pond.
I still to this day laugh my butt off at that scene in Grumpy Old Men when he put the fish in the car.
Baker's Mountain.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so hard, but every time I watch that when it's on like cable or what, I die.
Apache, when I turned 18, I moved out of our house and lived in a little house up there in Mountain View on what's the golf course? That Mountain View golf course right there in Mountain View. We lived right on the 17th hole.
I have no idea. You
live
live there.
Road down towards Statesville, though, like past Claremont.
Oh yeah, Old Mountain Road. That's going towards Statesville. What am I thinking? Baker's Mountains up there. Yeah, your Old Mountain Road. You're down past, going back towards Statesville.
Yeah.
That's somewhere right around the old way station, I believe.
Throw Mama from the train.
Throw Mama from the boat. That's a great dude.
Now you're giving him ideas, Anti.
If I could have filmed Lindy when she fell out of the boat in that tournament, I could have named the video that. But
I'll never forget when you called me up on that and you're like, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to call you, but she told me it was okay to call you. And now that she told me it was okay to call you, I'm really upset I wasn't filming it.
That's so funny. She was gone.
Oh, man.
Yeah, when Taylor, that's Old Mountain Road, when he would come, we'd go to Bassett, he'd leave his house over on the lower end of Springs Road. He'd cut through the country and get on 40 on Old Mountain Road.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Rob just put in Twins. Aren't they remaking that? Didn't I see like on some sort of streaming service that they were remaking Twins?
And Apache, we still have like tons of friends and family in the area. You probably know somebody that knows us.
He may know us, and he's just.
Apache may know us. He's just bullshitting. He's like, that's some
exactly.
Yeah.
He's a spy.
He knows
He's a
who we
spy.
are. And
Look, Rob's still going kindergarten. He's just naming movies.
He's using an alias. Well, Joe told him to.
All right, everybody just named random movies from the 80s and 90s.
Joe told him to.
Wait a minute. Lindy's going to break out her Lindy a Foo. And yep, that's true.
He gone.
He gone.
He gone.
He gone.
Dude, you got an invite to Apache's up there in NC. And I'll go stay with my family up in NC. They're near Raleigh. Oh, Anti said he smells a Fed. Yeah, but what I was getting at with the whole Funny Farm thing before we started with everybody like commenting on movies was John with the chicken livers was at least it wasn't what was in that Chevy Chase movie Funny Farm where he was eating goat balls and I forget what they called them in that movie, but he like ate the record for him. Ah, The Goonies. By
That's a
far
good
one of the best
movie.
movies ever.
Yeah. Love the
Did you
Goonies.
see? Did you see? There's like a
Hey, you guys.
you know, how come nobody ever made a movie about Sloth going to live with Chunk? Because at the end of that movie, he looked at him and said, "You're gonna come live with me now." Where's that movie?
Yeah. It should have been a sequel.
Like, where is the adventures of Sloth and Chunk? Damn it, I'm going to make that right now. I'll be right back.
The Truffle Shuffle.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna go make that. I'm gonna go. I'm going to write that down right now. It's on the internet, guys. You can't steal it. Can't steal it.
You've
Thieves.
been drinking too many Nas. Dot.
Seriously, I'm making it. The Adventures of Sloth and Chunk. Who wants to play Sloth? Who wants to play Chunk?
Gremlins. Copyright that.
What do you think, Miss Lydia? Do you think I have $1 million idea?
Yeah. You write it, and then we'll see if we can't get the original people. 20 years later, Sloth and Chunk.
I mean, hell, like Netflix gives away series deals to anybody at this point. Rob's still going. Do the truffle shuffle.
I don't know what Lindy has said to that, but I moved 12 hours south and I never looked back.
I'll help co-write and co-produce. You got it. Let's go.
What are you writing?
The Adventures of Sloth and Chunk. Because we were just talking, Joe just keeps throwing up random, so does Rob, random 80s movies. And he said The Goonies, and I said, how come nobody ever did the follow-up? Because at the end of The Goonies, Sloth is standing there with Chunk, and Chunk looks at him and goes, "You're going to come live with me now." And that was the end of it. How come there's not that movie? Like, what happened? What happened when you went to live with him?
I think Silence of the Lambs was part 2. Chunk goes, "Baby Ruth puts the lotion on it."
That's right. Oh, Anti just put the link to lamb fries. What I was talking about, John. That's what got me on the whole thing about Funny Farm was when you were talking about getting all the fried what you thought was steak, but it ended up being chicken livers. That's the scene where he's eating lamb fries, which turn out to be lamb testicles, and he eats, I don't know, it was like 30 or something. Deliverance. Don't talk about my boy Bert. Deliverance.
Okay, funny
Deliverance.
thing with,
Is it okay? Deliverance. Is it a great movie? What do you think?
well, let's go. Apache back in North Carolina, they showed Deliverance in sex ed class. So funny thing with my girls, we had a talk one time when they were older, talked about Deliverance, and they were both, "We've never seen it. I've never seen that movie." So I looked at both of them and was like, "Paddle Faster, I hear banjos. I've heard of that." I said, "That movie. You got a pretty mouth. I've heard of that movie." There's so many things that come from Deliverance.
Oh, The Lost Boys, great movie. Pretty in Pink, no thank you.
That was me, man. Come on.
I know, no, not a fan.
Okay, which is the one with the Asian kid, Long Dong, or
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
was it? No, was that him? Was that with Dong?
No, was that 16 Candles?
16 Candles was with Dong. Yeah, that's what I
that
meant.
was 16 Candles. John Hughes.
Dong. Well, remember that's where Silent J and Silent Bob wanted to move to sell weed, was the town John Hughes used for all those movies.
Right, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike
Yeah,
Back.
that was their whole.
The town doesn't exist.
Yeah, that was their whole plan, was to move to that town because ain't nobody selling
Nobody
weed
was
there.
selling weed. You see that they're you see that coming this fall they're coming out with Clerks 3.
No, I've
Yeah.
seen some interviews lately with Jay, and he's like off the deep end.
No, they're coming out with Clerks 3, and I can't wait to go see it.
No red balls and banjos. What's the red balls?
I don't know what the red balls are.
Maybe that's a problem he's having right now after surgery. Long duck dong. There you go.
What?
Long duck dong.
Molly Ringwald. What
Yeah,
happened to her?
That was when I was their age, and I never thought she was good looking. I mean, even when it came out and I was that age, I never got that.
And then the Breakfast Club.
I didn't like it back then, but later in life it was okay.
Fast Times at Ridgemont
Fast
High.
Times.
I love Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That was a training film for my youth.
Now, see, we kind of like got into the, I guess you would call it like the Fast Times at Ridgemont High for like my age, and that was Dazed and Confused.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that movie too.
God, I love that movie.
I do too. I was going to say, because of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, every time I hear the song, what is it, the Cars song? Doom, doom, when old girl's getting out of the pool.
Oh, when what's her name? Phoebe.
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Cates, I think is her name. Yeah, Phoebe Cates.
Shiner and Rob are just, Rob and Joe are just damn having at it.
Not a fan of The Hills Have Eyes. I love Young Guns. That was a great movie.
I never watched many scary butcher movies or nothing. I hadn't seen hardly any of those. I've never seen a Freddy Krueger movie. I've never
I've seen them all. I've seen them all. My dad used. My dad was a huge horror movie fan.
At the movies.
Yeah, I think Chainsaw Massacre is probably the last one I've seen all of.
Oh, my dad was like the biggest horror movie fan you've ever met, and like, okay, so like Avery that was out here, Avery's 4. Okay, she's gonna be 5. My dad had me at her age. We would sit down. I'm talking Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, every B-rated horror film he could find from the local video store. We would sit down on Friday nights and watch those damn things. I grew up watching horror movies, and like to this day, I love them. They never bothered me as a kid because my dad they're fake. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, Evil Dead was great. Halloween, great. Jacob's Ladder, yes.
Now, Clockwork Orange, I did like that movie. Doc,
Clockwork Orange was great.
Dude, you brought up a subject that I've been rattling about for a couple days.
What?
Easiest example, Leonard Skinner, Simple Man, right?
Okay.
This is just an example because everybody uses the beginning of the song. Mama told me when I was young, and his mama tells him all these things about life that helped him, right? You hear people all the time talking about, my mama taught me that when I was young. My daddy taught me that when I was young, right? You hear that all the time. Correct? You with me?
Correct. No, I'm with you. Keep going.
How old were you when your kids were young? You were young. So they're taking advice from somebody that probably ain't even 30 years old.
True.
Yeah, I guess now that I'm getting older, I thought of that. I was like, why do people talk about advice their mama give them? Because most of the time when you're young, your mama ain't that much older. Should be your grandma you listen to.
But it doesn't make for good song lyrics.
That's right. See ya, Al.
All right, Al. Good night.
But you know what I mean? I was just riding. We was headed fishing. I was listening to Simple Man, and I was thinking, wonder if my kids, when they were young, if they listened to what I told them. But then I thought, Hell, I wasn't like 25. I didn't know shit then. Hope they didn't listen to none of that
You were older than that.
when they were born.
Yeah.
I was not older than that when they were born.
Oh, no, well, that's right.
You might have been older than that when they were
Yeah,
born, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I was 28.
Hell, I was a kid then.
I was 28.
How old was I when
You
you
were
Right.
22.
Parabellum and fishing, your face or your ass? What's the difference?
I was 30. I was 34 when Kinsley was born. I could
Well,
think
you were
of-
old.
Yeah,
But still, you're probably pretty stupid at 34. I mean, we all were.
I'm still stupid now.
Well, you're smarter now than you were at 34 because we all learned shit.
Have you been listening to that commercial on the radio talking about the drugs that you take if you take before you're 25?
Is
Help
it-
with the urge.
Stop. Let me do it.
Okay.
The commercial. The human brain doesn't stop growing till the age 25. So all the alcohol and drugs you did before then affected or affects your brain. And I looked at Lindy, I was like, that explains a hell of a lot.
I haven't heard that commercial.
Oh, dude, they're pounding it now. And that,
Talking about drugs, taking drugs.
yeah, they're telling young kids, don't drink before 25, because your brain's still growing.
That's a wasted advertisement. Like, seriously, because no kid that they're trying to reach is listening to terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
Unless they're in their parents' car driving around, and probably not, because most of these parents are probably plugging in their damn cell phones, listening to Spotify or whatever. Nobody listens to terrestrial radio anymore.
I do. I was on 98.7.
I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I do, but I'm old.
Lindy, dude, I hate getting in her car. She's on Sirius, and we're listening to some freaking. What was the song I made so much fun? I went to 7-Eleven and got a Slurpee. Have you heard the freaking Slurpee song?
No.
What channel do you listen to? It's like alternative radio.
I like
Dude.
lithium and alternative.
There's some new song, and literally, in the words, they talk about went to 7-Eleven and got a freaking Slurpee. So we're riding along, and it plays that. So I break into, went to the bait shop, bought some minnows, and went by, got a Slurpee and a Slim Jim. I said, damn, I can write these freaking songs.
Yeah, you could. Oh, look at Rob. Remember the egg in the frying pan? This is your
Me
brain.
too, off the hook.
Your brain on drugs.
Me too. You got the right idea. Let's all take a pill and go to
I'm
bed.
gonna do a pain
All right,
shot
Ted.
and some ibuprofen and a heating pad. I'm right there with you.
Oh, remember the one where did you learn to do this? I learned it by watching you. Remember that
Okay.
one?
True story. Friend of mine got caught with a couple joints at school. They take him to the office. They call his mom. She comes to meet with the principal. She comes in raising Cain, looks at him and says, where did you get this? He looked at her and said, your purse. She said, oh. He never got in trouble at home. They never talked about it again.
Which one? That one heroin chick that
Oh, freezer bag gonna take a pill, go to work.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Joe thought the heroin chick in the damn drug commercial was hot.
Which one was that?
Probably the brain on drugs. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. I used to always say, no, that's an egg, and then that's breakfast.
That's the one that Shiner guy just said. Remember the egg in the frying pan, and this is your brain on the.
But I thought wasn't that a dude that was in that one?
Hey, I'm old enough to remember Iron Eyes Cody crying because they threw damn litter at his feet.
Yeah, John loves 7-Eleven Slurpees.
Oh, I'll tear it.
I remember that PSA.
Yeah, that's Iron Eyes Cody. Every time I throw the
Yeah.
trash, that little tear rolled down his face.
Yep, I remember that PSA.
And the main commercial that I remember is, how many licks does it take to get to the middle of a
Yeah,
Tootsie
oh,
Roll
yeah.
Pop?
One.
1, 2,
And it was the
3.
owl.
3. Wise
Yeah.
old owl. Hey, wise old owl.
Joe, when I saw that commercial, I was a young man. Didn't take much.
Yeah, you thought, yeah, I won't even get to it.
guys want to see all the goodies that I got?
Yeah, right here at the end, we got
Yeah.
15 minutes. Let's see 15 minutes of Doc's
Yeah.
goodies.
15. Jesus. All right, hold on.
Yes.
This is gonna be crazy. So yeah, I placed an order.
Deplane, Rob, deplane.
Deplane. I placed an order of bruiser baits, right? Stuff I needed. But Steve had said the next time I placed an order to let him know he was going to send me some samples and stuff. And I got to do some stuff with him, like for the turntable thing and all that. But he's like, I'm going to send you some samples. So I was not expecting what he sent. This is awesome. I mean, I haven't even gotten into these yet, but he sent me this bag full of bass addiction stuff, and in it looks like a bunch of different worms. I got another one with a bunch of different style worms from Bass Addiction. So I got to go through these, but this is Rad Shads, and like what looks to be like the ice color or something like, or it's like kind of moonlight, but it's got flake in it.
Yep.
Got the big stick June bug with the blue tip. He
That's
sent
the
me.
tip.
Yeah, it's got the blue tip on it.
Yep.
See that?
Oh, it's not a split tip, it's a solid tip.
Yeah, solid tip, but it's got the blue tip on it. And then I can't tell you how many of these he sent me with all different styles of baits in it, between the Mac Daddy, the
Like
stick
sample
bait.
pack.
Sample pack.
Yeah, sample packs with the crazy craw. I mean, just
Yeah.
a ton. He
Yeah,
sent me so many of these.
Save you some of them for giveaways.
Yeah, no, I will. I mean, just like all different sorts of like colors between like the green
Right,
pumpkin styles.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Blue swirltail, I think.
yeah. And then he also sent me some of this color. This is really cool with the blue tip. It's kind of like it's green pumpkin, but it's got gold flake in it with the blue tip.
Yep.
One with one of the speed worms in it, the Mac Daddies, all sorts of stuff. Now these are really cool. Like, I can't wait to get these and show these off. But these are Mac Daddies, and it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but they're purple on the claws.
Yep.
They're green pumpkin going back.
Boy,
Those
flipping people
Yeah.
love those Mac Daddies.
Oh yeah, no, the Mac Daddies are awesome for that. And then he sent me some of the bruiser sticks in green pumpkin, another variety pack. Here, this one will actually show the purple probably a little better.
Yeah,
Let me kind of shield the.
that's good. You can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the bomb. Hold on, I'm not done. I haven't even gotten to
Yeah,
the
man.
stuff that I actually ordered. Another pack of Rad Shads and green pumpkin. Another variety pack with another big nasty in it, some stick worms, the evil twin, another in there. It's hard to see in this light, but he sent me a bunch of the Mac Daddies with like the June bug, but with like the light blue on the craw claws. I mean, they look just freaking ridiculous. So
Hey, Matt, welcome in.
yeah, all right. So that's it. He sent me like 15 bags.
Very cool.
15 bags worth of stuff. So I'm gonna be doing something with those, but then then I got into my actual order, and we were talking about this earlier, John. With these are the new penny.
Yeah, those are
The
so
color of
good.
the new penny,
I'm gonna get me some big ones like that.
and I couldn't find them in any of the bigger ones, so I got them in the Super Swimmer Junior. Now these are really small; they're only about like that big, but I guarantee you, like this right here, probably a peacock bass killer. Because
I'm gonna have some super swimmers that color.
Yeah, I bet. Yep.
Oh yeah, like I would love to get these. And Steve, if you're listening or watching, you go back. Like if we can get these in like a super swimmer color and even the slimmer swimmer color, that would be awesome.
Or jerk bait.
All the above.
All the above. Then
To
of
me, that
course-
Steve.
to me, that there he is right there. To me, those look very tilapia color.
oh, there's Steve.
Yep, there's Steve.
Steve, Jon, brother, Jon.
Love this color, Steve.
Yeah, I want some super swimmers and new penny.
And then, of course, I had to order. But like I was saying, you know. Oh yeah, dye drying. But yeah, like all this stuff that Steve said, I can't wait to get those on the turntable and do some stuff with those. But got the summer crawl, John.
Yeah, dude, I have caught a couple on those. That's gonna be the color.
Got a couple packs of the summer crawl. I went ahead and I got the my favorite color, the watermelon shad for the slimmer swimmer. I got those in the Super Swimmer Junior. I'm looking forward to trying those. Got me some more of the triple shads and the ice shad.
Hang on, Doc. She wants to tell Steve something.
I want to ask Steve if you can do custom in a jerkbait. Can you do custom jerkbait colors too?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'd love to get the new penny.
all of our regulars in that new penny. I'd like to try some.
Oh, me too.
Looks like a tilapia to me.
And we
Yeah.
found out you do take backs on the
Yeah, what's up with the bass addiction bait recycling?
yeah.
Should we be doing that, or you don't give a darn?
Yeah, no, yeah, I definitely want to do that if that's a thing.
In the Rad Shads.
In the belly flop. I
Okay.
want a super swimmer.
Oh, the
Big
Rad
deal.
Shad and the new penny would be awesome.
Yeah.
And then, of course, John, you know I got the rust bucket. Like,
Rust Bucket's been killing it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
this is such a rad color with just the translucent bottom belly.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just.
And that chalky water, dude, it just kind of glows.
Oh yeah.
That's what that 8.8 grabbed yesterday was that damn.
And then, of course, I got me my slimmer swimmers in the watermelon shad, because those are freaking ridiculous for snakehead and peacock on the down here. What else did I order? Oh, yeah. A lot of some of this stuff I'm going to be doing for the giveaway. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway next Friday.
Next Friday.
600. So I'm going to be giving away some stuff. I'm going to be giving away some bruiser baits and some other things. I'll post a video probably, Monday, letting everybody know what I'm giving away. But I got another of the Banger 110s, and that's definitely going in the giveaway because I think everybody should have one of these because
I
they're
got one.
freaking ridiculous.
I had two of them.
Love
I
these
got
things.
one of them.
Yeah, she gave one of those Shane Flint. She sent him
Dude, they're awesome. They are awesome. I mean, for peacock bass, for anything, they're awesome. Then I ordered myself some.
Kenny wants to know if you're gonna put your fishing trip in the giveaway.
Yes, yeah. Kenny's throwing up a fishing trip. Kenny and I will take you out on Lake Okeechobee if you win the giveaway. We're the Funk in Connecticut won 500, and that offer is still up for him. If he's ever down in this area, Kenny and I are going to take him fishing. So if anybody wins a 600 giveaway, Kenny and I will take you out and we'll take you fishing on Lake Okeechobee. What else did I get? Oh, yeah. Some watermelon red stickworms. Had to get me some more bullets in watermelon red and green pumpkin. One of the other things I'm also going to give away, the Big Nasty.
The Big Nasty.
The Big Nasty.
Yeah.
And then I got the bulk order of the, I love this color, the Swamp Swirl.
Yeah.
Of the bruiser stick. So, but yeah, I got just, Steve, I can't thank you enough, man. This is awesome. I can't wait to do a whole bunch with what you sent me, and we need to go out, John and Lindia, and go fishing because I got to try the rust buckets in the summer craw out there, either on Headwaters or Donkeyland. So,
Let's go.
I've only got a couple weeks left before I got to go back to work. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to head out on a weekend. So you
We
guys,
need to go do a donkey land before you go back to work. We hadn't done that one in a while.
that's true. When do you guys want to go?
Whenever you're ready, next week, plan it. Whatever day in the first of the week.
Wednesday, I got Rob coming down here. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'd like to meet him at Cleveland if possible. Make sure you wear your bug gear.
Oh yeah, I saw today out there at
Yeah, we'll go meet him. We'll go meet him and Kenny and Clue.
Yeah.
saw today out there at Headwaters.
Feed your followers. Yep. Yep.
We trying, Steve. We are pumping the damn name out there, brother.
Oh yeah, every single one of them. Every single person that follows our channel is using Bruiser baits.
Yep.
Yeah, Mark J's hook, Shane's hook, Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck.
I think Bugley's pretty interested in the bruiser bait.
Yep, and then Cousin Elvis.
Cousin Elvis.
Yep.
Billy's
Billy's
liking the bruiser
funny. I
bait.
mean, when I started making videos, people hadn't heard of bruiser, and now, I mean, it's pretty cool. They're popping up everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, and once they try it, they're hooked. I mean, because
they're awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Speak for themselves.
And while we're talking about it, anybody left in here, go to our community page and look up Norm G. I put a link. That's another local, really great guy, makes great videos. But we bumped into it.
You guys turned me on to Norm. I like his stuff. I like his stuff a lot.
He's got a whole nother style, like your style, Doc, and ours. Norm's he's like a mix between the learning and I don't know. He does a good job.
Yeah, no, he does a great job. Oh, and then we can't forget about Rob. Rob just Steve. I don't know if you saw Rob, that Shiner guy, on Instagram.
Hang on, I'm gonna show Steve that picture again.
Yeah.
Here, Steve.
Steve, that's Rob just got his bruiser order in, so
That's that Shiner guy. He's another one of
that would have been
really close friends.
I never can say Rob's last name. It was Rob something Italian. He sounded.
Oh, and then Kenny said he's ordering some Mac Daddies. Kenny loves doing the just like you do, Steve. He likes doing the
flipping
and punching.
Steve knows Kenny.
Yeah.
What do they call him? Kenny Mac? I think
Kenny
that's what they all call him. Kenny Mac.
Yep, SWC 20 or Club Perks 15.
Yep, I like the Golden Shed too, Shiner guy. Our last charter, he loved them. He used every one of mine, so I've got to order.
That's what Coach got everything on.
Yeah, the Golden Shed's awesome.
Yeah, he loves it.
Look at that. Shiner guy goes plastic.
I love it.
And Kenny's got you, brother.
Yeah, the Mac Daddies. I'm actually looking forward to not this month, the 25th. I'm meeting up with Kenny. He's wanting to do some flipping. I've got a ton of Mac Daddies in here, and I've got some on the wall too. I can't wait to flip and punch with those things.
Oh, we're gonna have another trophy catch.
Yeah, it got approved today, so that empty spot will be that 8-8.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, Steve, the new hats, freaking ridiculously comfortable. Love the way they look. They turned out great, man. Love them.
Yeah, we could use some sun visors in different colors for bass addiction. And
I was stoked when I saw when on the website that they had Steve had a lighter color.
Yeah.
Because down here when I'm walking the banks and I'm wearing a black hat, it gets hot.
Dude,
this thing is awesome.
Both of our black visors we bought, the bruiser ones, dude, they get so just sweaty and it's just a hot hat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's black down here. You gotta.
Yeah.
I want to get me a bass addiction visor or a bruiser bait, but I want, like hashtag something like that under the bill. That's what I like about this hat. I like the hashtag under it.
But nobody sees it.
Need more
Use it.
visors.
He just showed it to you.
I just showed it to you. And watch. If I'm looking at birds, you can see it.
That's true.
Yeah, some light colors.
Yeah, like purple and pink.
Oh, we got all kinds of ideas for Steve now.
and
It's
green.
Oh yeah, no. If you're looking for ideas, I want some blue. You know,
If
you
he-
guys know me. I love the blue.
If he's got the dime, we got the time. We'll damn fill him up with all kinds of ideas.
We
Now,
make
and
it
you know what?
for
You know what's great? You know what's great about Bruiser Baits and about Steve is just the
everything.
everything and the connection and just so easy to talk to. He's so easily accessible, and
Oh, yes.
you know, it's so easy to get behind a company like that because
And
you know,
Michael's the same way.
he's a fisherman, and you know, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I love being a part of Team Bruiser Baits.
We are so
Oh, we
thankful.
are too.
And I got to thank
Great.
Michael for it. You know, Michael watched our videos and somehow we got connected, and I am so thankful.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't thank you guys for, you know, hooking me up with them and you know, from everything that we've done together because, I mean, they're just, Bruiser Baits is just an absolutely all-out great company, local Florida company, and just,
Look
I
at
mean,
all the tournaments they're entering and winning.
Yep,
Okay?
and winning. Exactly.
Yeah.
And what a leader we have. Steve is a rock star.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a 7 foot tall rock star, son.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't think he's 7 feet.
Okay, 6'11 3/4.
Oh,
Maybe, okay.
He's a big man, Doc. Big old boy.
Yeah, I've never met Steve face to face.
Oh,
Is he tall to you guys, or would he be tall to me?
oh,
He's tall to you, Doc. He's a giant to us.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a giant to us. How tall are you, Steve? Plus, he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Yeah. When he gave me my first tag, I mean, he picked me up off the ground.
Okay, so 6'4".
6'4".
John,
Yeah, but that's a big pile of 6'4".
6'4" still way
So he's
up.
only 4 inches taller than I am.
It's only okay. That's only like a damn near a foot taller than me.
And I'm
Foot and a half.
I'm not putting nothing.
That's
So.
a foot and a half taller than Lindy. But back to that. The other day I was watching the video I made with our theme song, you know, on my page,
Yeah.
and I used clips of fishing, you know, in it. The clip of Michael from Bruiser catching that big one off the back of the boat. I love that
Oh
clip.
yeah.
Because, dude, I'm so excited that man got a big one, you know. And he looked excited. It's just a good clip right there, Michael.
Oh, and he tried his hardest that day to outfish me.
Oh, he tried to put it
Yeah,
on.
he
You know,
tried to
that was the first. What's up, Mr. Pepper? Yeah, it was the first time we met any of them, you know, Steve or Michael.
Yeah.
And he kept saying he was going to give it to Mama out there, going to beat her. And yeah, she put it on him that day. Thanks, Johnny. And it's 10 o'clock, so we're going to wind this down. Thanks to everybody that came by tonight. It was a good evening.
Yeah.
So good
Very
to
good
see
evening. It was fun.
everybody.
Thank you,
Another good
Steve, for all
Friday.
y'all do.
Yes.
Yeah, and thank you, Steve, for all you do. Oh God, I gotta go. I want to go fishing, but I can't go tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, and my wife has a bridal shower thing. I don't know, something to go to. So I gotta watch the girls. So maybe Sunday.
Hey, Carl.
Thanks, Carl, but there's not a lot on Friday night, so we don't have to beat too many, but thank you so much.
So John, I'll call you tomorrow, and we'll work a day to go to D-Land.
Let's go to D-Land, Doc.
Yeah. And Joe.
Joe, come on with us.
You.
Let's go. Let's get something going. We want to take Joe fishing.
Good night, Raised Outdoors.
See you, Raised.
Good night, Anti. Steve, thank you again.
Yep. All righty, y'all.
We're doing it, Steve. We're passing the word.
Yeah,
All right, folks.
every day.
Look us up. Watch our videos. Go check out Doc's videos.
Good night, all.
See y'all later, Doc. I'll call you.
All right, buddy. Good night, everybody. Take care.
See ya.